So these are my predictions for the 2024 Formula 1 season. I've got a few different things to predict, some very positive on driver performance, some very negative on it. So we're just going to roll through them all and see how much of an embarrassment I'm making myself. So yeah, let's start this predictions video with. So a few honourable mentions for this one would be Lance Stroll. His consistency has as much presence as my dad. It's just not there. And Logan Sargent as well. He's really struggling, just not really adapting to the Williams. But I think the biggest flop for this year, some people might disagree with me here, but I think it's going to be Zhou Guanyu. I think he's been in the game for 3 years. And he's not really shown a lot. I'm not saying he'll fall like Nikita Mazepin or Nicholas Latifi, but I think compared to his teammate, I think he's going to be a bit on the way down this year. And I don't know, unless he pulls off a Yuki Tsunoda, where he's just in the game for 2 years struggling, and then in the third year delivers something. But I just don't really see that happening for Zhou. I mean, it could happen, no doubt, but I just don't think it'll happen this year for him. And is why I named him the flop of this year, according to my small monkey brain. Right, so I don't know who to put in first, so they're basically both in first. They're both winners. I was maybe thinking maybe Alpine, but they're just kind of I don't really know where they are at the moment. They're kind of on top and then they're down. So I'm gonna say, what was it? Fernando Alonso to win in this year and in his last year for Aston Martin. Not confirmed, just a prediction. I think he is going to Mercedes next year because he is the burner of bridges. Another one, I think, Carlos Sainz. This is a really bold prediction, by the way. Carlos Sainz to do what he did in 2021 and beat Charles Leclerc. To outpace him. Just be ahead of him for most of the year and steal enough points to get ahead of him in the drivers. I actually think that'll happen. I actually think Ferrari are going to be kicking themselves. It's more hope that it'll happen because Drive to Survive will make that the most craziest thing. Well, sort of separate retirement, they didn't do that, but I just think that'll be the most burner of bridge thing to happen. And I think it will happen. Sainz has the pace. He's looking very confident in that Ferrari car this year. Who says he won't? So that's my shock of the year. Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz to beat his teammate this year. Fernando Alonso to win a race. And, it wouldn't be a shock to say Fernando to beat his teammate because his teammate is Lance Stroll. Now, for the World Drivers' Championship this year, I don't see anyone else but Max Verstappen being the champion, but I do think McLaren are going to be very hot on this case this year. I think Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris are both going to be challenging for this title, but I think Verstappen will be able to edge them out for one more year to get his 4th World Championship in Formula 1. But the Constructors' Championship is going to Woking, is going to McLaren, is going to be Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. They will be 2nd and 3rd in the championship in terms of the drivers, and in terms of the constructors, I don't think Perez will be able to do enough to clinch the championship for Red Bull. And so Woking and McLaren say hello to what is your next Constructors' Championship. I don't know the number right now, but yeah, what